Toni. It's better from the Women's Association. I'm calling to see if you're attending our event this Saturday.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. It sounds so much fun.
We're asking our members to make a contribution to the event by bringing in food. We'd like a nice big chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake?
Look dear, I have to go. See you at the party and don't forget the chocolate cake.
I'm not sure about this. Every cake I make doesn't look the same or taste the same. Oh, I need you, pastry chef. Where are you? Pastry chef, I need you. Someone call me. How on earth am I going to make this cake?
We need peace and quiet and no distractions. Now that that's sorted, we'll really give them something to talk about at that association. Now click your fingers, like this, and we'll go to our kitchen. 1, 2, 3.
Now what do I do, pastry chef?
Okay, we're going to get started with our chocolate cake for that Women's Association. Okay, first of all, I want you to preheat your oven behind you to gas mark 4, which is around 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's it. And I see you've lined that tin there. It's a 9-inch springform tin, or any two. You can put it in 2 sandwich tins if you like. And you'll need 2 of them, 7-inch sandwich tins if you're going to do it that way. Okay, first of all, we look at our ingredients that we've got before you, dear. And there's your mixer. First of all, I'd like you to mix your flour, which is 175 grams of self-raising. Put that in the sieve. 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
This one, pastry chef?
The small one, yes, the teaspoon.
This is baking powder. Oops. Comes in here. In there, chef?
Yes, in the bowl with the flour. And now you're going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa, which is the big spoon left there.
Oh dear. I have to open it. Ooh. Oops.
That's 3 tablespoons.
1, 2, 3. Oops.
And now you're going to just give the sieve a tap and sieve that flour. We're going to try, this aerates the cake so that it's light and fluffy.
Chef, it's making all smoke.
Don't be alarmed. So sieve that. You can use your spatula to get any lumps that the cocoa might have made in the bottom of the sieve. That's it. Alright, set your sieve aside, that's it. Put the lid on your cocoa and set that aside. Now, your last dry ingredient first is your sugar. You should add that to the bowl. You don't need to sieve it. Just add the sugar to the bowl. And give it a mix with a wooden spoon, which you'll need to go and get from one of those drawers, dear.
Pastry chef, I've transferred the mixture into my mixer because I've been wanting to use it for so long.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. You can do it with a rotary whisk, an electric mixer, or you can do it by hand. Either way. Now put the beaters down. That's it. Now going to crack your eggs, which is your 2 eggs there, into the mix. And in that blue jug, in the blue jug right in front of you, you have 150 ml of oil and 150 ml of milk, which has been mixed together. Now pour that into your mix. Now you want to put the mixer on at slow speed, so that's number 2, and on low, and mix it until it's all smooth.
Do I take the mixers
Take
out?
the beaters out first, press the button.
Ooh.
Yes, that's fine. Now you're going to use your spatula there, and you're going to transfer the mix into that greased 9-inch tin of yours. Just pour it, and then scraping any residue you have in the bottom. You're going to bake that cake at your preheated oven, gas mark 4, for 25 to 30 minutes until it's risen and firm to the touch. Although it does depend, it could be slightly less or slightly longer. When the cake is cooled, we'll leave it in the oven to cool and turn it out onto our cooling rack. And we'll turn to our icing, which we'll cover later, sweetie.
Into the oven it goes. Top shelf, chef, or middle?
Top shelf will be fine. And we'll say goodbye to that while we get on with our filling. And 150 grams of butter.
Yes.
And then going to put it into the mixer to soften. So put it in there and just turn the mixer on and soften it by beating it with the electric whisk. Now while you're doing that, in that bowl I see you've sifted the icing sugar. 375 grams of sifted icing sugar. Now we're going to add our cocoa powder, which is in that little tub, and it's equivalent to 6 tablespoons. So pour that into the sieve and sieve it through the sieve. And we're going to gradually add that to our softened butter. Okay, have you done that now, sweet? You've mixed it all in.
Yes, I have.
And it's all combined and chocolatey. Now, look, as our cake's not cooked yet, we can't use it, so cover the top with a little bit of aluminium foil beside you, and we'll place it in the fridge until later on when our cake is cooked and cooled, and we'll ice it, which we'll come back to later. Okay, sweetie, now the cake has been cooked and it's cooled, and I've cut it in half for you there, as you can see, the first half and then the second half. And now we've got our buttercream filling out of the fridge, and we're going to make some of it to put inside as a filling of our chocolate cake. So spread some of that with your spoon onto your base, and then with your spatula that's dipped in a jug of hot water.
This, chef?
Yes, that's there. You're going to spread it out towards the sides, all around, so it's even. Once you've done that, we're going to move on to covering the cake and decorating the cake. Okay, now you've done that, sweetie, and I see you've put the chocolate cake on the top. You're going to spread your buttercream filling as a topping on top of the cake. And I see you reserved a little bit of it to make some spiral designs on the top.
Yes.
So do the same principle in spreading it all over your cake and over the sides until you've covered it. And we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, sweetie. On the cake there, see, I've just done a rosette out of the buttercream also. Now, in your piping bag you've got some chocolate buttercream also, and just continue spacing that evenly across the top of the cake until you've got a couple of rosettes going around.
Okay, chef. Like that, chef?
Yes, that's absolutely fine.
Do one in the middle, Chef.
That's absolutely up to you. But if you're going to do one in the middle, make sure it's slightly bigger than the ones you've done on the outside, because they always tend to be a bit bigger.
Nice, big rosette.
I've add some little more decorations. If you look to your left, you'll see that little pot there.
What are these, pastry chef?
They're glacé cherries.
Oh.
They come whole, or you can buy them halved, but in this case we bought them whole. So open them up there, and we'll take a look at them. Yeah, and pick one up for us, a whole one. That's it, and place it on your board and cut it in half. And place one of them halves on top of your rosette. Like so. And now repeat it for the rest of your cake on the 8 rosettes, and maybe a whole one for the centre.
Whoops! Oh, Chef, I dropped that one. Sticky. How exciting, it's nearly all finished.
It is indeed.
Last one.
And that's it. I told you, it couldn't be simpler. And that's how chocolate cake crisis avoided. Now, go to that Women's Association with that cake, and everybody will be asking you for the recipe.